Hello there, welcome or welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Samantha, and this is my channel where I talk all about books. Anyway, first of all, apologies about my look right now. I am actually just trying to embrace being as warm as possible because we are having a cold snap, and I know I have wet hair, but I'm also just having a very lazy day, and part of that lazy day is not wanting to put on any makeup on my face or blow dry my hair. So this is the look we're going for. My apologies. But you won't see this face for long because very soon we're going to move on to the vlog portion of this video. But I just wanted to introduce it. Today I am finally doing the vlog where I swap my screen time for reading time. And obviously this video has been done so many times before, so I'm not at all trying to claim that this is my idea. Obviously, I think you all know that I know that this isn't my idea. Also, this video has taken 2 months. I feel like that's just a theme of all of my vlogs, is like, I can't do it quickly. It has to be 2 months. Anyway, about 2 months ago, I was in the gym on a Tuesday morning on the treadmill doing my cardio, and I always watch YouTube while I do that. And I saw Sydney from Sid Bookworm doing this video, and I was like, she's inspired me. I'm doing it today. So I started this video on a random Tuesday in September, and we're finishing it on a random Sunday in November. So yeah, this is kind of a week of swapping screen time for reading. And I just really liked how this vlog turned out when I first started it, so I didn't want to give up. So I've kind of spliced 2 weeks together. But yes, I'm just going to insert the clips now, and I'll see you at the end to wrap everything up. Meow! Meow. Hello, good evening. You are so annoying. I know you're just gonna interrupt me every time. Hello, good evening. It is Tuesday. I'm sorry that I haven't spoken to you yet today. However, I decided to do this video this morning, so here we are. Anyway, so my screen time from last Tuesday was 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is not too bad, but the bad part of that is that 55 of those minutes were playing a very stupid game on my phone, which I am addicted to. Anyway, so yeah, that actually was not that bad, but not really surprising. I was at work for the day on Tuesday. Anyway, and I did work today. However, I set a timer this morning for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I only have 45 minutes left, which is not bad. So I've done a lot of reading today, partially because I'm listening to an audiobook. So yeah, I was able to read whilst I was walking to the station, and then whilst I was on the train and things like that. So yeah, I'm currently listening to the audiobook for Educated by Tara Westover. This one has just been on my TBR for ages. I don't know why I've heard about it so much, but I just feel like I've heard loads of people talk about it, so I wanted to read it. And then I went onto the Libby app, and sometimes they have like a "it's your lucky day" thing, and you just can get access to it like a popular title but immediately. Anyway, so it was one of those with Educated, and I was like, okay, well, why not give it a go? So yeah, I'm listening to that. I'm now like 35% of the way through, so I'm probably gonna make a lot of progress in that tomorrow as well, because I need to do my nails. They're horrible, and we're going out for an early anniversary dinner tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. But yes, I need to do some beautification before that because my nails are a mess. And I was also reading Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman, and I didn't have that much left. I only had like 80 pages left, but I'm actually really glad that I'm doing this challenge, because normally, so at work I have a 15-minute break in the morning, and then I have an hour lunch and a 15-minute break in the afternoon. And normally I just play this stupid game on my phone during the 15-minute break because I'm like, oh, there's no point in reading a book. But today I was like, no, I want to return this book to the library today, so I need to finish it today. So on my breaks I was reading it the whole time, and I did finish it, which is great. I've actually been reading that book for like 2 weeks, which I didn't even realize it had been that long, but I kind of picked it up as a palate cleanser whilst I was reading Leviathan Wakes, so I like would only read like a little bit at a time just to break up that horrible book. Anyway, check out my Martian vlog. So yeah, I only started like focusing on that one only like a few days ago, so it hasn't been that long, but this one was a weird one. I have a similar feeling for this book that I did when I read Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, which I read in July, I think, and I really enjoyed it at the time. Like whilst I was reading it, I was loving it, but like as soon as I put the book down, like I don't really feel anything about it, you know? I don't think it's gonna be particularly memorable. It's not gonna stick with me. There were some things which I think were a bit weird. Not about romantic comedy. I'm now talking just about Funny You Should Ask. Yeah, there were some things which I just thought was kind of weird, and it really did just feel like fan fiction, which is fine. Anyway, so I ended up giving that book 3.5 out of 5 stars, but I'm glad I read it because it'd been on my radar for a while. Anyway, that does mean that I now have to start a new book, and I actually don't really have any fiction fiction out from the library right now. I just have one book, which I do want to read, but not today. I don't feel like it today. But otherwise, I don't have any fiction out from the library. I just have nonfiction, and I don't feel like reading nonfiction right now. But I am weirdly in the mood for a thriller. So I think I'm going to pick up The Dry by Jane Harper. This is actually the first book in the Aaron Falk series. Aaron Falk is the name of the detective in this series. I've actually read the second book first because I don't really think it matters at all. Like, the only thing that carries on is the detective, so I don't think it matters. But I got this book from the library a little while ago because we were getting rid of it because it literally has pages falling out. So yeah, it will be good to read this one and then get it off my shelf because it is falling apart. So it's not a book I'm gonna keep, but I will recycle it when I'm done with it. But yeah, I'm just like really in the mood for a thriller, and her last book like drew me in so much, like I did not want to stop reading. So I think that will be a really good one for this challenge. I'm gonna read this for like 45 minutes before I go to bed, and then I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow in the morning. I have a blood test, so I'll probably take this with me and maybe listen to Educated. Apart from that, I'm not sure what I'll read next, but for now I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and yeah, get into bed with this book and read my final 45 minutes for the day, and I will check in with you tomorrow to let you know how much I have to read tomorrow. But yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you later. Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's about 10:30. I woke up at 7 this morning because I wanted to get some reading in before I went to the doctor for my blood test, which has happened. You can barely even tell. I hadn't had a blood test since I was like 18, so it was like 6 years ago, or 6.5 years ago probably, that I last went for a blood test. But yeah, I had a blood test now because recently I've been getting ill a lot. Like, I'm talking like 3 or 4 times over the summer. Like, it was ridiculous. Well, the last time was COVID, so it's a bit different than a regular cold, but like still my immune system should be stronger than that. Anyway, so they're running some tests to see if I'm deficient in anything like that. But yeah, in case anyone is worried, everything's fine. Anyway, my screen time for last Wednesday was 3 hours and 14 minutes. So I set my timer this morning and I've already read for about 50 minutes because I did read a little bit before I left, and then I was listening to the audiobook of Educated while I was walking around. I'm already on page 90 of The Dry, which is pretty good considering I started this last night. I actually read 70 pages yesterday. Even when my timer ran out, I actually ended up reading for an extra 15 minutes. So I've read 90 pages already, which is pretty good. I will say this book has not gripped me as much as Force of Nature. I feel like Force of Nature, it was like, bam, from the first page, I was gripped. Whereas this, sometimes I'm a bit like, not bored, but I'm like, okay, this could be a little bit more gripping. I didn't ever say what this book is about, but basically it's set in this small town in Australia, and this family has died. The detective, Aaron Falk, his childhood best friend Luke, his wife and son are dead, and so is Luke. And everyone thinks that Luke killed his wife and son and then himself, leaving only his 13-month-old daughter alive. But there's some sort of signs that make it seem like perhaps it wasn't Luke, and so they're trying to figure out what it was. And there was some sort of mystery that happened when they were teenagers, which is resurfacing. Yeah, it's definitely like interesting. Parts of it have definitely like hooked me and made me want to keep reading, but it's not as good as Force of Nature so far. Yeah, I have to do my nails today because they were such a mess, especially this one. It just like fully chipped off. So yeah, I'm going to do my nails. I gel my nails myself, so I have to take it off and then put it on again, and that normally takes me like an hour and a half at least. So I'll be listening to the audiobook of Educated while I do that, and hopefully I'll get that one finished soon. I also need to tidy the room a bit today, so I might do that and stick on the audiobook, but I do want to get back to The Dry at some point as well because I'm pretty hooked on that, to be honest. I also do laundry, I just realized, so I should go put some laundry on before I get started with everything else. That is enough rambling, but I will check in with you later and let you know how I'm going, because yeah, I've got like 2.5 hours of reading to do today, so that's quite a lot. So yes, I will see you later on. Meow, meow, meow. No? Oh, we need to go really soon. Oh my god, I didn't realize the time. Wait for me downstairs. I'll be there in a second. Debbie. Hello, good evening. So I actually have to leave the house in 5 minutes to go for our dinner. I didn't actually realize the time until just now. And yeah, we literally have to go in like 5 minutes. We're going out for our anniversary dinner tonight. I don't know if I said that. It's actually not our anniversary. It's not our anniversary for like 3 weeks, but we're going to be away for our anniversary. And we went to this restaurant last year for our anniversary. I knew we wanted to do it again this year. So yeah, it's a restaurant called Sushi Samba here in London. I have only been one time, but I loved it. They have this amazing mushroom dish, which is one of the best things I've ever eaten, and I've been looking forward to it for almost a year because we agreed that we were going to go again for this anniversary. So yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. But I was listening to the audiobook for Educated earlier while I did my nails. It took such a long time, like 2 hours, and I was listening to the audiobook for maybe like an hour, and I'm just kind of bored of it to be honest, so I didn't want to listen to any more. And then I was reading the dry physically, but I found that my library has the audiobook, so I've been listening to the audiobook as well whilst I did my makeup and everything to get ready for dinner. I still have 23 minutes left on my timer, so I'm going to have to read some when we get home, which I didn't want to do because I'm probably going to have a cocktail. So yeah, I didn't want to read when we got home, but I will for the sake of completing that 23 minutes. That's not too bad. I did also read an extra 15 minutes yesterday, so I could carry that over to today if I need to, but 23 minutes is really not that much. So I'm gonna try and read more when I get home. I can also listen to the audiobook whilst I take off my makeup and everything later. So yeah, I think it's doable. But yeah, I really need to go. I need to get my shoes on and leave. So I will update you later on and let you know how I do with this challenge. But so far, I'm doing pretty well. And this is my fit. I'm wearing a little black dress, little black lacy dress, which I got secondhand like 2 years ago, and I haven't actually worn it yet. So today is the day. I don't know how I feel about it though, because like it feels like it should be like higher in the front, like up here, and it just keeps on sliding down. So I feel like it's just not fitting properly. So I don't know if I'll wear it again, but at least I'm wearing it once, and then I can donate it to charity. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Hello, good morning. It is Thursday. I am very tired today, as you can probably tell by the sound of my voice and also my extremely dark under eye circles. And my screen time for last Thursday was 2 hours and 57 minutes. So basically 3 hours, which is doable. I did manage to complete it yesterday. I think I was 2 minutes shy of completing the timer, but I read for an extra 15 minutes the night before. So I thought it pretty much canceled itself out, and it's 2 minutes. Like, it's not a big deal. So yeah, I think 2 hours and 57 minutes is doable considering the fact that I'm not doing anything today, whereas yesterday I was busy. Anyway, but tomorrow, we're gonna look ahead a little bit. Tomorrow, I have to read for 2 hours and 19 minutes, which is really not bad. That's pretty low actually for me. I'm pretty proud of that. But the only problem is a friend of mine is coming in the morning. I have 2 friends coming tomorrow. 2 of my bridesmaids are coming to stay because I'm going to try on wedding dresses on Saturday. Anyway, and I thought they were both going to come later on in the day, but it turns out that one of my friends is going to come in the morning, and she's going to get to London at like 10 in the morning, so she'll probably get here like 10:30 or 11, and I also have to go to the gym tomorrow, so I have to do all that before she gets here. So I think I'm going to try to read extra today, so then my time tomorrow can be lower, because I should still be able to get some reading in before she gets here. But realistically, I don't want to be like worried about completing it because I want to spend time with my friends, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna aim for like 3 hours and 57 minutes, but I'm gonna start the timer as 2 hours and 57 minutes. I haven't read anything yet. Even though I've been up for the last 3 hours, I haven't read anything. And I am wearing gym clothes, so you'd think, oh, is it because you went to the gym? No. I was supposed to go to the gym first thing this morning, and I am just so tired from yesterday. We had a really lovely evening, but I did have 2 cocktails and a glass of cava, and I am tired today. I don't drink anymore, so whenever I do have a drink, it really hits me, especially if I have more than one drink. So it was slightly a mistake. Anyway, I am planning to go to the gym later, but I just could not face going first thing. Yeah, I'm going to try and sit and read for a while now.
I come here to make noises. Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll probably listen to the audiobook of Educated while I'm on my way to and from the gym. But probably not while I'm in the gym, because I will have to count my reps and things like that. So I don't want the distraction of an audiobook. I'm at like 57% of the way through that, so I should be finished it pretty quickly. And I am on page 189 of this book. And it's about 400 pages long. I'm almost halfway through. So yeah, I should also be finishing this today. I'm going to go and read for a bit, and then I'll go to the gym and then check in later and see how I'm doing with everything. I don't care if you want to make noise, that's fine. Good evening.
Just say it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You do what you want. I don't mind. Hello, good evening. It is like 8:30 and I've already completed my reading time for today. I actually did it ages ago, but then I was cooking dinner and stuff. But as I said earlier, tomorrow I'm quite busy, and I've got 2 hours and 19 minutes to read tomorrow. I think it's something like that. Anyway, and I'm gonna be busy like pretty much the whole day. So I'm trying to get some more reading in today before...
You have to start over.
Why?
You don't see me at the back? It's not professional.
Nothing about this is professional. I'm standing here in my bathrobe. Yes, tomorrow I have to read for 2 hours and 19 minutes. So I'm going to read tonight and count that towards tomorrow. I should still hopefully be able to complete that tomorrow because I'm gonna go to the gym first thing in the morning and then my friend will be here shortly after. I'm hoping I should be able to get some reading in before she comes. I'll also listen to my audiobook on the way to and from the gym, which is what I did today. So yeah, I listened to like another 15% of Educated today and I really don't know how I feel about that book. It's very weird because it's someone's memoir, so I don't really know how to like review it properly, you know? So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I did listen to some of that and I've been reading a bunch of The Dry and I only have like 75 pages left. So I'm just gonna read this till it's finished. That's my plan at least. And that should definitely be at least an hour's worth of reading. So yeah, then that can count towards tomorrow's goal. I think my plan for tomorrow is to wake up at like 7, read for an hour, and then go to the gym. I was gonna go to the gym earlier tomorrow, but because I was gonna go to a class after doing my workout, but they canceled my class, which is very annoying. I think it's because not enough people signed up, which to be fair is good. I don't want to be like one of 2 people in the class or just me. That would be not ideal. So yeah, I don't mind, but it is a little bit annoying because I wanted to try out some new classes because they're included with my gym membership, but I never use them, but it got canceled. So yeah, I think I'll wake up, read for a bit, go to the gym, and then if I still need to read more, I can always read before bed. Anyway, I'm gonna get into bed with my book and hopefully finish it, and I will let you know my thoughts on it tomorrow and what I'm gonna pick up next. But for now, I'm gonna go read and I will talk to you in the morning. So good night. Are you gonna say good night?
Bye-bye.
You didn't even look. Hello. Good evening. It's Friday, but it's not the Friday that you're thinking. It's not the next day. It has been 2 months. Apparently my toxic trait is starting a reading vlog and then taking 2 months to finish it. So anyway, it's a Friday, 2 months later, but I was really happy with how the first part of this vlog went, and so I decided, screw it. I'll just do Friday, Saturday, Sunday of another week and just mash them together because, you know, it's still a week of swapping screen time for reading, even if those weeks are really far apart. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yes, it's a Friday, and my screen time for last Friday was 2 hours and 43 minutes. And so I set a timer this morning for 2 hours and 43 minutes, and I read a little bit before work, and then I also listened to an audiobook on my way to work, and then I read a little bit on my way home from work. But I only have 46 minutes left of my timer, so I've done pretty well on that, actually. Anyway, completely different to what I was reading in the last clip, but I'm currently reading Woke Up Like This by Amy Lee, which is a YA like 13 going on 30 type of vibe, where basically our main character, she's kind of like enemies with kind of frenemies really with this guy, and they both wake up and they're now 30, having just been in their senior year. They're now both 30 and they're actually getting married, and so they're trying to figure out a way to get back to the correct timeline. How on earth did they get into this situation? I'm actually having so much fun with it. I'm like almost 70% of the way through already, and I started this yesterday. Well, yesterday for me, not yesterday for you. I'm really enjoying it. Apparently it's only gonna take me 1 hour and 36 minutes to finish the book, and I have 46 minutes left of reading. So I'm hoping to make a big dent in this. I was gonna finish it today, but it's already like 8:30 and it's a Friday night, so it's almost bedtime. And then while I was on my way to work this morning, I started listening to the audiobook of Britney Spears' biography, The Woman in Me, I think. I don't know what this book's actually called. I'm always just like, oh yes, the Britney Spears book. I think it's The Woman in Me. I started listening to that today, and I read like 18% or something. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Hello, good morning. It's just morning. It's 5 minutes to 12 and I'm still in my gym jams because it's Saturday and it's, you know, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be in my gym jams for most of the day. It's just how I roll. But yes, good morning. So I ended up woke up like this yesterday, even though I said I probably wasn't going to. I don't know, I was just like in the zone. I was like, I really want to finish this today, and I did finish it yesterday. And I actually really enjoyed that book. I'm quite surprised because it is YA, but I don't know why I'm so surprised because I've read 2 other books by Amy Lee this year, actually. I really enjoyed both of them. And I actually have an arc of her new book, which is coming out in February. So I'll probably read that pretty soon as well because, yeah, I just really like her writing style for some reason. So yeah, I ended up giving that one 4 stars, like I said. Anyway, and so far this morning, I haven't read anything, which is so unusual for me. Normally on the weekend, I love to still wake up early, but not as early as I get up during the week. But yeah, still wake up early and like have a coffee and read my book. It's like my normal routine. However, I didn't want to start something new because I knew I had a package coming with some very exciting books in it, although one in particular, which I want to start today. So yeah, I didn't really know what to read in the meantime. And also I had to edit this vlog. So yeah, I spent the whole morning editing this vlog, and also I made pancakes for my family today. So let's open the package first of all, and then I'll tell you how much I have to read today and talk about my plans for the day. But first of all, let's open the package because I'm so excited. First of all, and most excitingly, I have of course bought Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I wasn't actually going to buy this. I had a hold on it at my library and I was actually the first person in the queue, but this book came out on Tuesday and the library still doesn't have it. So I was like, I told myself if it doesn't come in by the weekend, I'm just gonna order it, and we have it. So this is what I'm gonna be reading today. I had to wait for it to come in. I still need to go back and buy Fourth Wing because I don't actually own it, but I'm planning to buy the special edition, which is coming out later this month. I'm so excited. And then I also bought another book, which is also exciting, however not quite as exciting as Iron Flame. But I did also just buy A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. I wasn't actually planning to buy this because I really don't like these bright fluorescent covers. Like, why? Although with that being said, I don't really like the original covers either. But I do own books 1, 2, and 3 in the series, and I've literally just reread book number 1, A Court of Thorns and Roses, with the plan to reread the rest of the series and then finally get to this one because I've never read this. And when did this come out? I want to say 2022. It came out in 2021. Oh my god, I'm 2 years behind on this. I had a new appreciation for Nesta in book number 1, and this book is about Nesta. She's like the main character now instead of Feyre, so I'm very excited to get to this one. There's my little 2-book book haul. But let's talk about what I need to read today. So last Saturday, my screen time was 3 hours and 37 minutes, which is quite high. However, I was at work last week, and an hour and 25 minutes of that screen time was on WhatsApp, so I am going to subtract that off of my total because I feel like the main problem with like my screen time is the things that I'm using to waste time, like Instagram or games or things like that. So like in theory, there's lots that I could take off of here, but WhatsApp is like really, that is not me wasting time. That is me like communicating with people. So I feel like that shouldn't count towards my screen time total because that's not something that I can just replace with reading. Like I need to be in contact with people, especially when I'm at work and, you know, I'm organizing things at home or whatever whilst I'm not at home. So I am actually going to take off that hour and 25 minutes. So that leaves me with 2 hours and 12 minutes of reading to do today. Like I said, I haven't done any reading yet because I was waiting for this to come in. However, I do need to do my nails. I've already done them once in this video actually, like 2 months ago. I gel my nails myself at home and it takes me like 2 hours to do them. So I'm gonna do that and listen to some more of the Britney Spears audiobook whilst I do that. And then later on, I'm going to read this and I'm so excited. But yes, I'm going to go and get started with the stuff I actually have to do today, and I will check in with you later on. Hello there. It has been a few days, but I'm here to talk about Saturday's reading. Here's the situation that happened on Saturday. So I sat down to do my nails, as I said I was going to do, and instead of listening to the audiobook, I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to watch Gilmore Girls. I continued watching Gilmore Girls because here's a fun fact, I've never finished Gilmore Girls. I started watching it in 2021 and I got all the way to season 6, and then I just got so irritated with a certain character, so I stopped watching for 2 years and I finally picked it back up again. So yes, I fell into a Gilmore Girls wormhole on that day, and so I barely read anything. So I ended up actually finishing my reading on the Sunday. It was real bad. Yeah, I think I only read like 15 pages of Iron Flame, and I've read it for like half an hour, and it was just taking me ages to get through it. In total, on Saturday and Sunday, I read 32 pages of Iron Flame, and then I switched to reading In a Holidays by Christina Lauren because I wanted something like light and fun, and I wanted something Christmassy. So yeah, that's also been on my TBR for like ages, and that one has really mixed reviews, so I wanted to see what I thought. I've now since finished it, and I actually really enjoyed that book. So I also read 72 pages of In a Holidays. So in total, I read 104 pages on Saturday. Well, Saturday. That's all. So yeah, let's roll to Sunday, which has already happened, obviously, but yes. Hello, good morning. It's Sunday. It's actually not Sunday, it's currently Wednesday, but I want to post this video on Sunday, hopefully. And it doesn't really matter, like, does it actually matter? As long as I've tried this for a week, does it matter that it's not actually a Sunday? Like, it's not even a week, as you know. I started filming this video 2 months ago, so I don't think it matters. We're gonna call it Sunday because if I want to get this video up on Sunday, I need to do this reading today. This is a mess. Last Sunday, my screen time was 3 hours and 29 minutes, which is a lot. Although 15 minutes of that was WhatsApp time, which I think I should be able to subtract, but it's fine. I'm leaving it as 3 hours and 29 minutes. However, I've already been reading for 1 hour and 3 minutes this morning. I'm currently reading None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I've been meaning to read this for a while, and I put a hold on it at the library like probably a month ago, and it's taken such a long time to come in. Now that it's finally here, I'm like, okay, I need to prioritize this because I know that this has a bunch of reservations on it, so I'm gonna have to get it back to the library as soon as possible. Anyway, and I'm already on page 156. I was on page 84 this morning when I started. I read like 70 pages in that hour, which is not bad, and I can tell that this book is going to be wild, and I've also heard that this book is wild. It's definitely very engaging. This is my first Lisa Jewell book ever. Yeah, I just heard like multiple people talking about it like at the same time, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is something I should read. I don't really read a lot of thrillers. I'm enjoying it so far. I still have like 2.5 hours of reading left to do today, but it's not even noon, so I can definitely do that. I'm having a bit of a weird day because I slept in this morning because I've actually been sick all week. I've been going to work. Like, I'm not that sick, but I'm just like not feeling well. I'm just under the weather. And I was just saying this to my brother actually, like, it's really weird because it's like I feel the way that you feel when you have a cold, except I don't actually have like a blocked nose or a cough. Like, I've got a little bit of a sore throat, but it's mostly like the rest of the feelings that come with a cold, like kind of a headache and just like groggy, just feeling shit in general. That's kind of how I'm feeling, and it's very weird and annoying, and I wish it would just go away. But on the bright side, it is a rainy and horrible day outside, and it's my day off today, so I am going to just lie in bed and read my book. I mean, obviously it's my day off because it's a Sunday, not a Wednesday. In a way, I want to finish this today, and I feel like it's totally doable. Like, I'm already making very good progress because it's only like 400 pages long. I'm like almost halfway through. So yeah, I definitely think that this could be finished today. I'm gonna put in a hair mask and do my laundry, and then I will get back to reading and smash out the rest of the 2.5 hours I have to read today. I will talk to you later when I have finished my reading for the day, or later on when I'm still reading, and I'll let you know how I'm getting on. Hello there, good evening. I'm squatting on the floor. Still have like 1.25 hours left of reading for today, but I just wanted to pop in and say that this book is like fucked up. Oh my god. I feel like I haven't read a thriller like this, maybe ever. Maybe this is my first time reading a thriller like this. It's so fucked up. Oh, I don't know, it's frustrating to read because I'm like, Alex, you need to like sort this shit out. But at the same time, oh, it's very compelling. It's really compelling. It's a good one for this challenge because I want to just keep reading. I want everything to turn out okay for Alex and her precious family. Yeah, oh, it's making my skin crawl. Ugh. So I'm gonna keep on reading this. I'm on page 239. It's slightly shorter than 400 pages. So yeah, I have like 150 pages left. I don't think I'll finish it during the timer, but I do think I'll finish it today because I just kind of need to know. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into bed and continue reading. Alex, my fiance, not the character Alex, he is out at physio. He had a physio appointment at 4:30, but he thought it was at 4, even though I told him, I'm pretty sure it's at 4:30. So he got there like really early and then they were like, oh, it's actually at 4:30. Anyway, so he's out at the moment, so he should be home probably in like half an hour. So I'm gonna continue reading until he's home and then hang out with him for a bit. But I'm hoping to finish this today because I kind of just need to know. Oh, it's making my skin crawl. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading. Hello, good evening. It is currently 9:20 and I have finished reading None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I did say I was gonna finish this today and it happened. I finished my timer, obviously. I probably read it for like an extra hour even after my timer went off because I wanted to finish it. And this was really freaking good. And I was thinking about it and I actually looked this up on Goodreads. This is the first ever domestic thriller that I've read. I had a feeling that I had read domestic thrillers, but I think it's just because I've watched so many TV shows or movies where that's like the theme. And so I think because of that, I had a feeling that I had read domestic thrillers, but I hadn't. This was my first one. What a place to start. Oh my god. This was really good. I'm gonna give this a 4.5, I think, because it's not like a new favorite. I don't know. We're gonna see how this one sticks with me, but for now I'm giving it a 4.5, which is a pretty high rating. I was pretty impressed by it. It was just a good wackadoodle time and like so compelling. I feel like my whole day was just sucked into this book. Like I was just fully in this world. There are also these like podcast elements and Netflix elements to it, which make it feel like it could be like an actual true crime story. And yeah, it was really well done. I really enjoyed this one. And I've read 316 pages today, which is a lot. It was a pretty successful last day of this vlog, if I do say so myself. I'll come back to you when I don't look like a mess in my pajamas, I don't feel like garbage, and wrap up this vlog for you. But for now, good night. So yeah, that was me swapping screen time for reading for a week. During that week, I read a total of 1,346 pages, which is pretty freaking good, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. I've definitely had months where I've read less than that in the entire month. So to read that much in a week, it's really good and I'm really proud of that. So this experiment definitely works, as I'm sure everyone could guess. Like obviously swapping screen time for reading means that you're gonna read a lot more than maybe you would normally. I really like the fact that doing this vlog made me actually sit down and dedicate time to reading, because I feel like so often recently I've been just kind of slotting it in where I can, which obviously is great to like get in any reading that you can, but like it is nice to sometimes have like a dedicated time where like, okay, I'm gonna sit down for 2 hours and I'm just gonna sit here and read and not do anything else. So yeah, this video is great for that. But yeah, that's all that I have for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye. In the backyard of your old farm in the summer. Stayed there for 3 weeks where we learned to love each other. Wrote you a letter.